Okay, so, welcome back to another video. This video is gonna be a recap of what happened in yesterday's games. It's a bit late as there's a game going on right now, so I'm clearly gonna have to, like, you know, it's not the greatest timing, but it is summer now, so I am not super crunched on time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the last video, because I enjoyed making it, and I also enjoyed, I found it that I could have watched it as like a 3.5 minute video. But we're just gonna talk about, what happened yesterday. So the first game that I watched, was the Brooklyn Nets and Celtics game. I didn't watch too much of it, because honestly I got bored in the middle of the second quarter. But Nets won. Good job to them. Props to them. Sucks that the Celtics, didn't have Jaylen Brown because he got injured. But honestly, I don't know. It's just, I don't think they were going to win anyway. If they had Jaylen Brown, I could maybe see them winning another game or two, maybe pushing it to 7. But each game, it seemed like it was a little bit like when the Celtics won their one game, that was like the closest game of the series. Other games were like 15 points. It was a pretty good win for the Nets and all of the other games. But it was cool that the Nets won on their home floor. First playoff series win for the Nets since like 2014. God damn, it's a long time. And yeah, good for the Nets. I didn't watch this game, but I heard a lot about the Denver Nuggets and Portland Trail Blazers game. It went into 2 overtimes. Damian Lillard had like 55 points, 10 assists, 4 rebounds, 12. He shot 12 for 17 from 3. He had an amazing game. All-time great playoff game. Props to Damian. I don't know why, but didn't seem like they were really double-teaming Damian Lillard for some reason. Even though you would think, well, the instinct reaction, if he's dropping 50 on your head, you would think that, Coach, I don't know if he wants to go by Michael or Mike Malone, but Nuggets coach, I'll just call him Nuggets coach. I don't know why he didn't tell his players to, like, double team Damian, because you would think that if he's scoring 55 points, that you would double team him in, like, to, counteract that, but apparently not. And it was a double overtime win. It kind of reminded me of the 2018 playoffs with LeBron James, where he did everything in his power to win, but since he had a not great supporting cast around him, he just couldn't get it done. But yeah, Nuggets won by 7, 147-140, 2 overtimes. I didn't see it because it wasn't nationally televised, and well, I don't live in Denver or in Oregon, so I couldn't watch the game. And I don't think I have NBA TV. But then the third game I watched, this pissed me off. I'm a Lakers fan. I'll admit that. I said this in my last video. Anthony Davis got injured in game 4, and well, he strained his groin, and he might play. So I think the next game is going to be tomorrow. So on Thursday, June 3rd, and it's gonna be in Staples Center, so that's nice. But the Lakers got blown up by 30. I mean, the end score was 115-85, but I watched the game, and in the first quarter, it was promising. It was definitely promising, but like, it just didn't seem right because the Lakers, they had a 10-5 lead in the early first quarter, and then they never gained the lead back throughout the rest of the game. And I think the Suns went on like a 19 to, it was like either a 15-0, I think they went on at least a 16-0 run. I was like, just score the damn ball, like, get in the hoop. And I was just so pissed just watching it. It was ridiculous. And like, it was ridiculous. I was so upset just watching the game. It's like, I told my dad, I'm like, if I look mad, I'm mad because the Lakers are down by 30 at halftime. And he's like, it's not over till it's over. I'm like, well, it seems like it's over. Because, I mean, the score's 66-36 by the end of the half. The Lakers just got outscored 32-10 in the second quarter. And since Anthony Davis isn't in the game, their interior defense is doo-doo. It's dog crap. It sucks. And I did say in my last video, I don't think the Lakers defense is going to be very good on the interior. And it sucked. LeBron, just at some point, it seemed that he just decided, where he figured out that the Lakers were not going to win that game, and he kind of just gave up on play, and it just became a 5-on-4. Lakers probably could have used another defender to, make it a 5-on-5, but that's neither here nor there. But I'm still not thrilled about that. But today's games, it's going to be the Wizards 76ers. I think that one's going to be at 4 o'clock. The Knicks Hawks at 4:30. Both of those are game 5s. The Wizards won game 4 by 7 points. I watched that game. It was a pretty good game, I'll admit it. But since Embiid got hurt in that game, the Wizards were able to win. Push the series out to 5 games. I think that the game 5 is going to be in Philly. I am not exactly sure. I think it is, because I know the Sixers have home court advantage. I'm sorry, I'm not going to edit this audio. That was just a yawn. But, yeah. Then the Knicks Hawks, it's going to be game 5 in New York. I wouldn't really care who wins the series, because in my opinion, it does not affect me. But I personally thought that the Knicks had a chance to win the series, but I thought they were going to win in 7 games. But it doesn't look too promising for the Knicks right now. It doesn't look too promising. They're down 3-1. Thankfully, they have their next game at home, which is good for them. But, yeah, it's pretty much about that. And there's going to be the Mavs and Clippers game today. This is probably going to be the most impactful game, I would say. So you got the Clippers, who lost both of their home games. Well, actually, both teams lost both their home games. But the thing is that Luka Doncic, he injured his neck in Game 4, which he was in visible pain in Game 4. So hopefully he feels better. If he doesn't, the Mavericks might not be able to win. Because you got Luka Doncic and, a Kwame... It's like Kobe Bryant and Kwame Brown. Kristaps is looking like Kwame Brown. The man cannot play the game of basketball. I don't know why, but he just... It seems that he's forgotten how to play the game of basketball. Because the Clippers, they started guarding Kristaps like a point guard instead of guarding him like a big man. And that's how he gets most of his points. Being guarded like a big man means that they're going to, stay closer to the paint and not out on the perimeter where Kristaps likes to stay. And if the Clippers win, they're most likely going to win the series. Because if I'm not mistaken, it's an 86% of the time, the team that wins Game 5, I think, wins the entire series. That includes if they're up 3-1 and they win Game 5. If they're down 3-1 and they win Game 5, it's on average, or 86% of the time, the team that is up, or the team that wins Game 5, wins the rest of the series. So I'm not happy that the Lakers lost Game 5, but I do want the Clippers to lose this series, because honestly, I'm a Lakers fan. I don't want the Clippers to win. I'm going to be honest. But hopefully Kawhi can, continue his Kawhi things. He had a very good Game 4 and Game 3. Yeah, I wish the best for Luka Doncic. Trying to think of what else to talk about. We're now at about 9.5 minutes. Doing pretty good. I didn't think I could talk for this long. Just by myself. But, yeah, today... If you were wondering, I graduated from middle school today. That was fun. So now it is officially summer for me. So, I can now do these, talk things every single day, technically. I could, for the rest of the playoffs. And, yeah, I think that's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed this like miniature 10-minute podcast. Hopefully you enjoy this type of stuff, because I personally didn't find it that bad. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day. See ya.